An earthquake and aftershocks struck the east coast of the U.S. on Friday, causing buildings to shake and rattling nerves from Maryland to Maine. It's been termed the biggest earthquake to hit the U.S. coast in a century. The U.S. Geological Survey measured the quake as at 4.8 magnitude, with its epicenter near New Jersey, about 64 kilometers west of New York City. An aftershock measuring 4.0 on the Richter scale struck in the evening. There are no initial reports of any injuries.
With regard to the earthquake, I spoke to the governor. He thinks everything's under control. He's not too concerned about it. The governor of New Jersey, so things are all right.
As of now, no major damage has been reported, but New York Governor Kathy Hochul has warned of the possibility of more aftershocks. Meanwhile, engineering teams are carrying out inspections of roads and bridges.
This is one of the largest earthquakes on the East Coast occur in the last century. So I immediately directed my emergency management team, the second we received word of this, to start doing damage assessments, any life in danger, and finding out whether there's any bridges or tunnels that are compromised.
At the United Nations, which has its headquarters in New York, a Security Council meeting on the situation in Gaza was temporarily paused after the tremor.
Madam President, am I okay to continue? Go ahead. Education.
I felt scared and I was so surprised. I couldn't believe that there was an earthquake in New York City. And I was worried about my kids and I hoped that they were safe. But the school sent out an email pretty quickly thereafter telling us that everything was fine and that they had checked the building. So I felt better about everything.
I just felt the building shake a little bit. I was on a work call and then everyone kind of realized that felt the same thing, and it was an actual earthquake. So, but nothing too crazy.
Meanwhile, people residing in Baltimore, Philadelphia, Connecticut, and other areas of the Northeast have reported tremors lasting several seconds, and these were felt over 300 kilometers away near the Massachusetts-New Hampshire border.
I felt actually the earthquake and I felt my head and my stomach was shaking. Afterwards I thought that it was earthquake, and also last year we actually I don't know, maybe you know, we had a big earthquake in Turkey.
Well, our correspondent Susan Teherani has sent us this report from New York.
Geologists say the earthquake was not a rarity for the New York area. Numerous small earthquakes actually go unnoticed every year, but Friday's strength and intensity unsettled the region that's more accustomed to flooded roadways and snow-covered sidewalks than earthquakes. Several aftershocks were felt not only at the epicenter in New Jersey, but also here in New York as well. And geologists are saying that more aftershocks may be expected in the next 24 hours or so. The New York Police Department said that there was no immediate damage to the tri-state area here in New York, but the mayor's office is facing criticism because about 40 minutes after that initial 4.8 earthquake, an alarm went off on some New Yorkers' phones. The mayor has been criticized before in not being swift enough in taking actions in emergency situations like floods. Well, and now this earthquake. Susan Teherani reporting from New York for WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.